Today, we're going to be talking about budgeting. And let me tell you, anything that fits your personality style, there's a budget for it. I'm Carmen Perez, and this is Getting Rich. The big question to ask yourself is not necessarily about what budget suits your income. It's more along the lines of what suits your personality and lifestyle. The planner. Are Google Sheets your happy place? Do your friends look to you when it comes to planning a trip? If so, a no-nonsense method like the zero-based budget might work for you. With this approach, every month you allocate all of your money to expenses, savings, and debt payments. The goal is that your income minus your expenditures equals zero by the end of the month. There are some apps out there like You Need a Budget that could really help you with this. The free spirit. If you're someone that wants a bit more freedom when it comes to managing your money, a less restrictive method like the 50-30-20 budget could be great for you. This simple approach breaks your spending into 3 no-brainer categories. 50% of your income should go to needs, things like rent, utilities, transportation, and food. Next, 20% of your income should go to your money goals like saving, investing, or crushing your debt, and 30% of your income should go towards flexible spending. Now, keep in mind, these numbers can be adjusted based on your goals. Check out NerdWallet to help you get started. The chiller. This is a great method if you don't want to track every single penny. And it's actually what I use to first get my finances under control, a cash envelope system. With this method, at the beginning of each month, you set aside money that you'll need for necessities and for savings. Take out the rest of the money in cash and divide it up into different envelopes that represent different spending categories. So when that money's gone, it's gone. What could be easier than that? All you need are some envelopes, possibly some paper clips, and a Sharpie. I'm gonna talk to someone today that's new to finance. We're gonna teach them how to budget. Come on. Adam, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Carmen. It's good to be here.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, what questions you have for me.
Lately, I don't know where all my money's going. I know that I'm trying to work as much as I can to make as much as I can. I've got, student loans that I have to pay. I've got credit card debts that I have to pay, as well as just living expenses. You got New York rent, you've got food, utilities, phone bills. You've got all this stuff that adds up.
$1 billion.
Yeah, and there's no numbers on paper. I just know, like calorie intake. You want to save, make more than you're spending.
Okay, cool. All right. So if you aren't currently budgeting, I do have a good recommendation for beginners to start in this called a zero-based budget, where you essentially allocate every single dollar of your paycheck to a budgeting category until you hit zero, so you've spent your whole paycheck. I like to think of it as like a spending list for the month. Here's the quick and dirty on how it works. Put your take-home pay at the top of this plain old sheet of paper. Okay?
Excel sheet. Yeah.
All right, cool. Or Excel sheet, that's my bay. I like to do by paycheck. Some people like to do a holistic monthly thing, whatever is your jam. Now, to get your budgeting categories, how do you do that? You go into your bank account, pull, let's say, the last 3 months of transactions, and start categorizing. And this will give you a good understanding of all the things that you're spending money on. Rent, utilities, transportation, clothes, hair products.
Right, we need to
hair
account for the hair products.
We gotta go for that.
And it's expensive.
It's expensive. So you have your categories down. Now what you want to do is start allocating every single dollar of your take-home pay to these budgeting categories until you hit zero down at the bottom. You want to be realistic when you start budgeting. You don't want to go ham and put $50 on food this month. It's not going to happen, and it will probably be very discouraging when you don't hit that number. And as you get better and better, you'll start finding extra money in your budget to go towards your goals, and then that's when you start shifting things around. And
putting things in different places.
Yeah, I hope that this has been super helpful for you.
Definitely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Budgeting is one way to actually get your money together and your financial house in order. These are some super helpful tips that can help you get started. Sleep on your purchases. Give yourself a night to consider and rationalize before buying that new shiny toy. Think about why and when you spend and identify what's working for you and what isn't. Deal with the fear of checking your bank account. Ask yourself what makes you feel that way. And always remember, the love in your life is worth more than all the money in the world, but you can't pay your bills with a hug.